So you're welcome to stay in a seated position or lie down for the first part of the practice. So just take a few moments to gather what you need and decide how you'd like to commence. Particularly just tuning into what is best for you this morning, your energy levels, how you're feeling. And once you arrive, you might sigh the breath away a few times, softening the skin of the face, relaxing the mouth, dropping the shoulders, perhaps turning the sides of the mouth up slightly. So let yourself open to this moment from a fresh place. Morning, Jody. Let this moment be a new beginning, untainted by memories of the past or any expectations you may have about what is to come. Letting go of the past, letting go of the future, dwelling in the space between no longer and not yet. Grounding your awareness in the present moment without feeling that you have to fix or change or achieve anything. Now, if it feels okay to do so, imagining now that you are wrapped in a large black shawl or blanket made of silk or velvet. So this dark black fabric surrounds you like a cocoon. The texture of the fabric feels lovely against your skin. And you allow yourself to feel held, supported, grounded, and deeply relaxed. Exhale the breath, exhale deeply and completely. A little more. A little more. Let yourself sink a little more as you continue emptying. This coming Saturday, we will celebrate a new moon, and it's considered to be a rare black moon, as it will be the second new moon to occur in one calendar month. This Saturday's new moon also combines with a solar eclipse, which, whilst often considered to bring rapid shifts and chaos, can actually help us to realign with our destiny, even if our lives get turned upside down in the process. Traditionally, new moons are the perfect time for a reset. They symbolize the state of being dark and empty, a time to wipe the slate clean, embark on new beginnings, and plant new seeds of intention. The few days leading up to a new moon are also considered a very potent time as the veil between worlds becomes thinner. Psychic and intuitive abilities are heightened. So it's the perfect time to seek out moments of stillness and quiet to receive the intuition and wisdom that wants to flow through us. Ancient cultures all around the world revered and worshipped the moon, and it was regarded as sacred because it rules the oceans and creates a rhythm for all life on our planet, including the same rhythm as women's menstrual cycles. The moon is also understood to be a manifestation of the divine feminine force in nature. So it can be highly beneficial to pause during times of a new moon or full moon to reconnect with this sacred, potent source, especially as many of us can feel overwhelmed or depleted or burnt out, disconnected from our bodies with the lives we live in our modern, fast-paced, achievement-oriented Western world. As we commence our practice together this morning, I invite you to hold the intention to tune into your body this morning and see if you can identify what you need to feel supported and nourished in life. Also, some time to reflect on what has passed or what it is time to let go of, particularly anything that feels heavy or is no longer serving you, so that you can move forward with greater clarity, direction, and purpose. Living in sync with the moon cycle is a powerful way to live in flow with our own cyclic nature and with the earth, Mother Gaia herself. So let's chant 3 Oms together. Of course, you can just listen or join in with me, whatever you prefer. Might like to bring the hands together at the heart space in Namaskar Mudra. If you're lying down, just stay as you are. Exhale all breath. And then breathing in. If you're seated, just gently bow your head towards your heart. And lift the head, and then let's gently bow forward. If you're lying down, you bring the knees into the chest. Give yourselves a lovely hug and just start to rock from side to side. Good. So if you're lying down, gently come up now to join us in a seated position. And let's come now to have a nice, tall, upright spine. We're just going to work with a little visualization before we start to move a bit more. So if you feel comfortable, have the eyes closed, relaxing the shoulders, softening the face, and let's visualize a beautiful little ball of light, a little moon in the left hemisphere of our brain. Now, as we breathe in, we're going to visualize that little moon traveling up to the top of the head. So the corpus callosum, the ridge that connects the 2 hemispheres of the brain. And as we exhale, that little moon rolls down the right side and rests in the right side of the brain. Now, as we breathe in, that little ball moves from the right side up to the top, that ridge connecting the 2 sides of the brain. And as we exhale, it rolls down the left side and settles in the left hemisphere of the brain. So let's do this a few more times. Breathe in, roll that little ball up to the top of the head, pause. And exhale, let it roll down the right side and settle in the right hemisphere. Inhale to the top. And exhale, let it roll down the left side. Just do this a couple more times with the rhythm of your own breath. Now, the next time that little ball rolls into the right hemisphere of the brain, on the next inhale, bring that ball up to the top, to the ridge. But this time as you exhale, drop the little ball down into your third eye. And just pause there, eyes closed, breathing, allowing the light from this point to spread outward in all directions, the light of the moon. Good. And gently release. Okay, I'm just going to come and join you back on the mat, and we're going to do a little bit of a stretch for the neck. So you can be sitting in any comfortable position. You might even be sitting on a chair. And for this one, we're going to hold the, I'm not mirroring you here, so hold your left elbow with the right hand behind the body. Okay. And then we'll take a deep breath in, and we're going to drop the ear to the shoulder. So same, so you're dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. So I'm not mirroring you here. Good. We're trying to just relax that right shoulder down and breathe into the side of the neck that's receiving a lovely stretch here. Make sure you're not tensing the face. Relaxing that right shoulder a little more, a little more. Good. Now very slowly bring that head back to center. Change the hands over. So now you're holding your right elbow. Deep breath in. And this time we'll drop right ear to right shoulder. So I'm not mirroring you here. Relaxing that left shoulder. This side might feel very different to the first side, and that's okay. Just stay with your breath. Make sure you're not clenching the teeth. Breathing into that left side of the neck. Endeavoring to open up this side, create more space in this side of your neck. A feeling of expansion, of openness, of freedom. Good. 2 more breaths here. And then very slowly come back to center. You might sigh the breath away. Again, you can sit any comfortable position. We're going to stretch the sides of the body now. So as we breathe in, let's raise the arms up. Imagine we're holding a beautiful moon. And exhale, let's lean over to the left side. So let your arms, your hands be light, not heavy here. Breathe yourself back to center. And exhale, it's a ball of light, so it's not heavy. Good. Inhale to center. And over to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Let's do one more to each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. Now have a look or have a listen. We're going to take the arms to shoulder height and exhale, move into a twist. Inhale, float your arms back out to shoulder height, lengthen up through the crown top, and exhale, twisting to the right. Good. Breathe into center. And breathe out to the left. Let's hold the twist this time for one breath. Inhale, center. To the right, holding for a breath. Let's keep going. Inhale. Beautiful flowing movement. Exhale. This time we'll stay for 2 breaths. Remembering the head always moves last in the twists. Returning to center. Grow tall through your spine and exhale, twist to the right, 2 breaths. Inhale, last time to each side. Exhale to the left for 3 breaths this time. Trying to keep the spine as upright as possible here, so not leaning back into that left hand. Breathe yourself back to center when it's time. And twisting to the right, 3 breaths. Coming back to center. And release your arms down. Okay. Let's work with our seated cat. So you can change how you're sitting. This isn't comfortable. You might even have the legs in a diamond shape. You might be kneeling, hands onto the knees. And as we exhale, we're going to round the back. Inhale, chest moves forward, shoulders back, tilting the head. Keep the face soft. Exhale, we round. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Work again with your own breath, with the rhythm of your own breath. Allowing the breath to flow in and flow out. Good. Now you can continue as you are, or now bring your fingertips onto your shoulders. And as you exhale, see if you can squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, take the arms back, open the heart. Exhale, round the back. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. Filling as you inhale. Emptying as you exhale. Now taking the arms wide like wings of a bird. And exhale, palms touch. Inhale, open wide. Exhale. Contracting as you exhale, expanding as you inhale. Now, the next time your palms touch, pause there. We're going to interlace the fingers, turn the palms away, and then take the arms above the head. If this is a bit strong for your shoulders, you can separate the arms. Try to keep the spine straight here. So sometimes we do a bit of a back bend. So we want to try and draw the front ribs in, draw the tailbone down a little, as though the pubic bone is lifting up towards your belly button. Tuck the chin in a little, face is soft, the breath is flowing. Good. And then on our next exhalation, let's take the arms forward, folding forward. Exhaling, emptying, letting go, bowing down. Now from here, we're going to move into wheeling the body. So you might be sitting cross-legged or those legs in a diamond shape, and just start to make some nice slow circles. So hands might be on the knees, doesn't matter which direction you're circling first. If you feel comfortable, the eyes might be closed and you might be directing your gaze to the center of your forehead, reconnecting with that little ball of light, moon, resting in your forehead. Mouth relaxed, skin of the face soft. Again, it's a beautiful flowing movement. When we're working with our lunar energy, everything slows down. There's a sense of flow rather than push or force or trying too hard. That's more the sun energy, Surya energy. This morning we're working with our Chandra energy, our moon energy. Good, and then come back to center. If the legs are crossed, just change the cross of the legs and then circling the opposite way. Good, and then after your next circle, come back to an upright position, and we're all going to bring our legs into that diamond shape now, and again, bow forward. A softening here. Letting go. Good, and gently roll up. Okay, we're going to do a back bending pose, either table pose, so the feet are hip width apart, the legs are bent, hands behind, hands are shoulder width apart, or those of you like a stronger practice this morning, Uttanasana, where the legs are straight. Usually, traditionally, the fingers are turned towards you, but you can see what works for your wrist this morning. So we're going to flow, and then the last time option to hold the pose. If you don't like either of these poses, I know they're quite challenging, you might even just come down onto your back and work with bridge pose instead. So try to roll the shoulders back here, lift the chest before we even start. So it's almost like we're doing a sort of a back bend here. You might even just choose to stay here like this morning and breathe into the heart, expanding the heart. But if you'd like to take it further, exhale all breath. And then breathing in, lifting up. Any neck issues, you look along the body. Otherwise, you can take the head back and exhale lower. Synchronized with your breath. Breathing in, we lift. And breathing out, we lower. Stay with your breath here. Inhale, opening, filling, and exhale, emptying, closing. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now you're welcome to continue like this, or the next time you lift up, let's hold. So you're either in table or Uttanasana, wedge, or in bridge, holding as you lift the belly up, the hips up, breathing into the heart space, not holding the breath. You come down when you need to. When you do come down, you release your hands. We'll just do a little stretch for the wrist. So we're going to hold one wrist with the other hand. Make a little bird's beak. Fingers are all touching. And then we just slowly circle. And reverse. Good, and then we'll swap sides. Make a little bird's beak. Again, how does this side feel? Might feel quite different to the first side. And that's okay. Keep breathing. And reverse. And give it a shake. Okay, Navasana Boat. Just doing this once. So you choose which variation. You might keep the hands behind you and lift the legs like this, or we hold the sides of the legs. And when we're ready, we see if we can lift the feet up. It is a balance. And take them into the air, drawing the inner knees towards each other, inner edge of the big toes touching. Keep the chest moving forward. So you might be choosing to release your hands alongside the legs. Some of you might even like to straighten the legs, work with the full expression of this pose. But remember, this morning we're endeavoring to work with our lunar energy. So no force, no pushing, nothing excessive. Keep the breath flowing. And when you've had enough, you just lower down quietly and take a rest. From here, we're going to move into extended child pose. So swing the legs around, knees at least hip width apart, big toes touching, and arms extending forward. Now in this position, you might like to visualize a little ball of light, a little moon resting at the base of your spine. And as you breathe in, visualize that little glowing ball flowing up your spine, all the way up to the base of the skull. And as you exhale, that little ball of light flows down your spine, one vertebra at a time, to the base. Breathing in, draw the little ball of light up your spine. And breathing out, let it flow back down, ever so slowly. This little moon helping to clear away old stuff, stagnant energy, blockages, stale ideas, stale thoughts, helping you to let go, to empty, to release. Okay, after your next exhalation, release this practice. And as we inhale, we're going to come up onto all fours. We tuck our toes and move into dog. Breathe in, lower the knees. And exhale into child. Inhale, cat. Tuck your toes. Down, face dog pose. Let's stay for one breath this time. And then lower your knees. And down. Inhale, stay with your breath. Tuck your toes. Exhale, 2 breaths now in dog. Coming back down onto your knees. And into child. Inhale, cat. Down, face dog pose for 3 breaths this time. Coming down onto your knees. And into child. Good. Pause there for a breath. And then we're going to come to a high kneel. Any knee issues, feel free to pop some padding under your left knee now, because we're going to do a lunge. So we're going to step the right leg forward, hands onto the thigh, shoulders relaxed, heart lifting. Breathe in. And lunging forward. Come back to center. And exhale. And last one. Okay, now option to keep the hands on your thigh or even on your hips, or inhale, raise the arms up. Hands can be shoulder width apart, or you might press the palms together and cross your thumbs. If you want to take it a little bit further, we can add a little bit of a back bend, so it becomes Ardha Chandrasana, crescent moon pose. Any neck issues, look forward. Just be careful here. Keep lifting the heart if you are leaning back. So we're not crunching into the lower back. Good. Good. And then come upright. Bring the hands back onto the thigh. Now, this next bit's optional. You might just want to stay in the lunge or release if you've had enough. We're going to come up a little bit. And this is a bit of a balance. So if you've got a wall close to you, it can be handy. We're going to see if we can lift up this left foot and reach back to hold on. And if we can, we're seeing if we can draw the heel towards the buttock. And if possible, both hands are holding that left foot. If you come out, that's okay. Think of the lunar energy softly coming out, softly moving back in. No harsh thoughts, no judgment. Just breathing and softening, accepting. Good. And then we'll carefully lower that left foot down. Now we're going to move into a hamstring stretch. So we're going to start to straighten this right leg, curl the right toes back towards us. Hands can be on your thigh as you lean forward, or fingertips might come down to the mat. So keep curling the toes back towards you. Breathe. And then release, take that right leg back. You might sit down for a moment, give the thighs a bit of a rub, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So perhaps padding under that right knee, left leg forward this time, hands onto your thigh, shoulders back, heart lifting. Breathe in and come forward. Face soft. Inhale, center. Exhale forward. Third time forward, we're holding. Now you might stay here. You might have the hands on the hips, or you might inhale, raise the arms. Hands can stay shoulder width, or we can press the palms together, cross the opposite thumb on top this time. And those of you who like to, moving into Ardha Chandrasana, crescent moon pose. So little back bend. Keep lifting the chest, lifting the heart. Breathe. And then carefully come up, return the hands to the thigh. So our tricky balance, optional. If you'd like to, see if you can lift that right foot up, reach back for the foot, perhaps a hand on a wall or a chair. See if you can bring the heel to the buttock. If possible, take the left hand back as well. Good. Carefully lower the foot down and into our hamstring stretch, curling the left toes back towards us as we straighten that left leg. Hands might be on the thigh or fingertips come down to the mat. Good. And gently come up. Take the left leg back, perhaps a little rub for your thighs. And then again into extended child. And take 2 or 3 breaths here. All right. On our next inhale, let's come up into cat, tuck our toes, and move into down face dog pose. Now from here, with bent or straight legs, let's walk our feet towards our hands. And we're going to move into Uttanasana, so legs bent or straight. Lift up halfway as you breathe in, so fingertips on the mat or on your shins, and exhale, lower down. 2 or 3 breaths here. Just relax your shoulders, let the head hang. Might blow the breath away. And then we're slowly going to come up to stand. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears and roll the shoulders down the back. Perhaps again. Good. And release. Okay. Let's start off with a little bit of bouncing. So feet are hip width, toes are spread, little bend in the legs, and then we just start to bounce and shake. With the idea of letting heaviness, fatigue, tension drain down the body, down through our legs, into the earth beneath us. Just let this weight, this baggage go, these concerns. You might sway a little bit. With the idea of emptying. Good. And then just start to slow that down. Take a deep breath in. And just step the feet a little further apart. We'll work with 3 stale air removers. So when you're ready, raise the arms up. Nice, fresh breath in. And then we blow the breath out through the mouth. So 2 more of these. Inhale, stretch up. And let it all go. Last one. Good. And slowly, once again, roll up. Shoulders up and down. Okay, let's come to the fronts of our mats, standing into Tadasana. And we're going to work with Chandra Namaskara, salute to the moon, with the chant of Om Chandraya Namaha on the first exhale. So you can incorporate the chant or just listen. And we might slow the practice down and hold some of the poses for an extra breath or 2. So hands start in Namaskar Mudra at the heart space. Shoulders are soft, face is relaxed. So working to strengthen our connection with the moon with this practice. So let's exhale, release the arms down and inhale. Om Chandraya Namaha. Inhale. Turn the palms to the sky, little baby back bend, and exhale into Uttanasana, legs bent or straight. Now we're going to step the left leg back and lower the knee down, untuck the toes, and we come into Ardha Chandrasana, crescent moon. Exhale, tuck the left toes again, come back into plank, and then into the 8-pointed position. Come through into a low cobra to begin, Bhujangasana, Bend your legs back into dog. Let's stay here for a breath. And then look towards your hands, left leg forward. So we lower the right knee down, untuck the toes. Ardha Chandrasana again. And exhale, step the right leg forward, back into Uttanasana. Inhale, come up. And exhale. And again, breathe in. Om Chandraya Namaha. Exhale into Uttanasana. Stepping the right leg back this time, lower the knee, and inhale, Ardha Chandrasana, crescent moon. Exhale into plank. And then knees, elbows, chest and chin, 8-pointed position. Inhale through into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Bend the legs into dog. Again, we'll stay for a breath. Look towards your hands, right leg forward. Lower the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, step the left leg forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Okay, 2 more. Breathe in. Om Chandraya Namaha. Left leg back. Lower the knee. Raise the arms. Into plank. Option to hold plank for a breath. And when you're ready, you lower the knees, elbows, chest and chin. Inhale through into Cobra. Option to hold Cobra for a breath. And then into dog, staying here for a breath. Look towards your hands, left leg forward. Lower the knee. Inhale. And step the right leg forward. Inhale, come up. Okay, last one. Om Chandraya Namaha. Right leg back and raise the arms. Exhale into plank. Option to hold plank again for a breath or 2. You don't have to though, you can always come straight down into the 8-pointed position. Come through into Cobra. Option to hold Cobra for a breath or 2. And then into dog. Option to hold dog for a breath or 2. When it's time, step the right leg forward, lower the knee and raise the arms. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, come up. And hands to your heart. Pausing here in Tadasana. You might like to close the eyes and visualize that little ball of light in your third eye. Beautiful little moon. You might even like to take your arms out to the side, just at chest height, and imagine that there's a little glowing ball of light in each of the palms of your hands. So you've got a lovely little triangle here, with the apex of the triangle being a full moon in your third eye, and a little moon in each corner of the triangle. Just keep the face soft. Connecting with this beautiful lunar energy, cooling feminine energy. And then slowly bring your hands to rest over your heart and take a breath. Gently open the eyes. Okay, let's take the legs wide. We're going to move into Trikonasana Triangle and then a couple of other poses. So we'll turn the right toes around, left toes in. Relax your shoulders and exhale. Let's breathe in, raise the arms, turn to the right. And as we exhale, we lean over and then take the arm down and the top arm up, or it might rest on your hip if that's better for your shoulder. Those of you who want a little bit of an extra opening for that left shoulder, we're going to circle this top arm. Imagine you're tracing the circumference of a full moon. And if you want to go a bit further, you can even watch your fingertips as the hand circles around. So we take the arm down, drawing a large circle, 3 of these. And you've done 3 big circles, holding Trikonasana. Just be careful of your neck. So either looking forward or up towards that left thumb, if that's okay. No strain. Good. And then bring your head to neutral. Inhale, come up. We're moving into warrior 2. So turn to the right and exhale, bend that right leg. Option to rest a hand on your hip for the shoulders, or the arms are in a straight line, softening the shoulders, gazing along that right middle finger. And then moving into dancing warrior. So turn your right palm up as you inhale and exhale. Inhale back into warrior 2 and exhale. Good. Let's turn the legs around. Do the same to the other direction. When you're ready, breathe in, raise the arms, turn to the left, leaning over, take the arm down, right arm up or on your hip. And then if you'd like to, we're circling this top arm around 3 times. After the 3 circles, that right arm extends up. We're either looking forward or up towards the right thumb. Good. And then bring the head to neutral. Inhale, come up, turn to the left, and exhale. Virabhadrasana 2, option to rest that back hand on the hip or have the arms in a straight line. Softening the shoulders, face relaxed, breath is flowing, gazing along that left middle finger. Good, and then inhale, turn the left palm up and windmill the arms backwards, dancing warrior. Breathe. Good. Now inhale, come up, have a listen. We're going to windmill the arms around to the left, take the hands on either side of the left foot and come back into dog. If you've had enough at this point, please come down into child. Otherwise, we're holding dog for a few breaths. And then we're going to move into plank. Good. So anytime, those of you who'd like to come forward into plank, you can hold as long as you like. Shoulders over the wrist, fingers spread wide. And when you've had enough, you'll just drop your knees and we'll all meet in child pose. Take a few breaths here. No rush, but when you're ready, gently come up and we're going to come over onto our backs with the feet stepped up close to the buttocks. And again, just take a rest for a breath or two here. You might sigh the breath away. Let the body feel heavy and deeply relaxed. So we're going to work with Setu Bandhasana, bridge. A different variation. I think most of you will have done this with me before, but we're going to take the arms a 45-degree angle away from the body. Palms are facing down, feet are hip width, head, neck and spine in a straight line. Now also, if you'd like to, let's come back to visualizing that little ball of light in our third eye. So hold your awareness there. And as we breathe in, you might even like to imagine that you're breathing in through your third eye and breathing out through this point. So exhale all breath. And as we breathe in, we're going to start to lift the spine away from the floor and the arms are going to turn. So at the top of the inhale, our palms are facing up. As we exhale through our third eye, we lower down and the palms turn back to connect with the floor. Breathing in, we lift. Palms facing up. And breathing out, we lower. So work with the rhythm of your own breath now. Long, smooth inhalation through your third eye. Long, smooth exhalation through your third eye. Finish the one you're on and work with 3 more. When you finish that last one, just bring the knees in, give yourselves a lovely hug and perhaps a little rock from side to side. Okay, little twist before we move on to a pranayama practice. So choosing either to have the feet in the air, which is, as you know, all know, a stronger twist, or gentle option, feet on the mat. Arms are out at shoulder height, palms up or down. Tuck the chin forward. So let's take a deep breath in here and lower the knees over to the right side. We're going to hold the twist. Head may turn to the left if that's okay for your neck. Otherwise, keep the head in more of a neutral position. You might like to close the eyes, soften that left shoulder. Relax the mouth. And breathe. Inhale, gently come back to center, realign your spine if need be, and take the knees over to the left side. Head may turn to the right. Just relax that right shoulder. Make sure you're not clenching the teeth. And gently come back to center. If you like, a little hug, a little rock. And we're going to make our way up into a seated position. Those of you who are not feeling 100%, feel free to remain lying down to do the pranayama practice. But all the pranayama practices are best done in a seated position if possible. So choosing to sit on a chair or on your mat with a nice tall spine. I'm going to work with a breathing practice called Chandra Bedana. The root of Bedana is bid, which can be translated as to pierce or pass through. So this breath works specifically with our moon energy, which flows through the left nostril and is referred to in yoga as Ida Nadi, the Ida energy channel. It's the lunar, the moon energy flowing through the left nostril. So with this breath, we're going to breathe in through the left nostril and breathe out through the right, and that's it. Contraindications are, you need to be careful with this if you have low blood pressure. So if it doesn't feel good, you might choose not to do this breath, or perhaps even do alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, which is more of a balancing the two flows of energy. But otherwise, we're just going to work with our Chandra energy. So just as with the alternate nostril breathing, we take the hand up, covering the tip of the right nostril with the thumb. I'm not mirroring you, this is my right hand. Index and middle fingers on the bridge of the nose and ring on the tip of the left nostril. So we exhale, you might need to blow the nose. Exhale all breath. And then we close the tip of the right nostril and inhale through the left. And then we close the left and exhale right. Close right. Breathe in through the left nostril. Close left, exhale right. Close the right nostril, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. In left. Out right. So see if you can really start to slow the breath down. In left. Out right. See if you can allow the inhale and exhale to be roughly the same length. So you're creating a steady, smooth, even rhythm. In left. Out right. This is a very cooling, calming breath. Also switches on the right hemisphere of the brain. In left. Out right. So just another couple more minutes of this, working with your own breath. Just listening to the sound of the breath. A soothing, calming sound. After your next exhalation through the right nostril, release the hand down. Just sit quietly for a moment, observing, noticing the effects of the practice. And then when you feel ready, no rush, we'll come to lie down for Shavasana. Sigh the breath away. Make sure that you are warm and comfortable and able to relax deeply. I invite you now to imagine that you are being picked up from where you are and magically transported to an outdoor clearing, somewhere in nature at night time. It's the time of a new moon, so the sky is very dark, a velvety dark color, with just a sprinkling of twinkling stars. Allow yourself to be enveloped by the velvety darkness. You have no fear. The darkness, the emptiness is soothing and comforting. You feel very peaceful and well rested. Before you now is a beautiful, tranquil body of water. That might be the sea, a river, a waterhole. As you stand by the edge of the water, you feel a desire to step into the water. So you dip a toe into the water and are surprised by its pleasant temperature. You keep going now, and with each step, you feel the water lapping against your feet, your ankles, your calves. So soothing, healing. The water continues to swirl around your thighs, your hips, your torso, and your chest. And you sense that the water around you is providing healing and cleansing, and that your system is coming into greater balance. The water is allowing you to let go of all that weighs you down, all that is blocking you or holding you back. All worries and stress drift away. You decide to swim now, or simply float, realizing that there is no end to this body of water, no edge. And you smile as you realize that this body of water is indeed infinite, just like the sky above you. You are reminded of the infinite nature of the universe and of all possibilities, and of your own infinite nature. You decide now to leave the soothing water. So you step out, noticing that your body is instantly dry and that you feel calm and refreshed. You sit down next to the body of water to plant a seed. In the Vedic tradition, the time of the new moon is referred to as Amavasya, the state of being dark and empty. So we empty ourselves of old stuff, baggage, heaviness, and then we have room to ponder what we wish to call in. So Amavasya represents the seed principle. What am I now wishing to plant in my mind and heart that I hope to bring into form? What does my heart desire to bring into form? What do I wish to cultivate or welcome into my life now? Take time to imagine or visualize this, to plant your seed. Now, in the next step of this practice, we imagine that we have it. We imagine that we actually have what we desire. So feel now what it is like to have this thing you wish or desire. Notice how you feel in your body. Memorize how it feels. And then it is time to release from the practice. So bring your awareness back into your room, the space you are in. Become aware of your physical body and the breath moving through you. Wriggling your fingers and toes. Have a bit of a stretch. And then carefully rolling over to one side and make your way up into a comfortable seated position. We'll close our practice this morning with one Om. If you feel you need to stay lying down, please do that. But otherwise, come to sit. And if you'd like to, bring your hands together at the heart. Exhale all breath. Breathing in. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me this morning. Wishing you a beautiful rest of the day. See you soon. Bye.